Okay, guys, so if you take your first whiskey, number 1, and pour it into a nice whiskey carrying vessel.
It's got a bit of a rose gold tint to it, I think.
Yeah, obviously we don't know, but it kind of does suggest a potential maturation in some sort of sherry or wine cask.
I think it still has a bit pinkish color than what we can see on the screen. Screen tends to be more like dark orange.
Yeah, I was almost going to say blood orange kind of came into my head, obviously not when it's cut open.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It's kind of got that kind of orangey, pinky tinge to it. Mila, would you like to get the ball rolling? What did you get?
So things I got was a bit like rose petal, a hint of grassy note, and grapefruit peel, not like the fruit itself, but around it. White grape and sour cherry jam.
I thought it was maybe a little like spicier than that. Got a slightly kind of all-spicy note. Just there, like chocolate. I thought it was kind of musty, but there was a sharpness, and I couldn't work out what the sharpness was, so I've written tomato ketchup. I'm not sure what it is.
I mean, I think, and I never got it myself, I think grapefruit's probably a good shout there. I know it's grapefruit peel you mentioned, but it's kind of got that sharp kind of sharpness like that you get from grapefruit.
I don't know if this is very work safe, but my first impression was this is floral as fuck. Like, in all honesty, I'm deadly serious about this. Like, as in, it just smells such a nice aroma variety of smells in there. It was like kind of when you go into a greenhouse and there's just this absolute variety of smells of flowers in there. Like on the lighter fruity side, more like peach and pear, but like an intense amount of it, which was good. So it was like, it wasn't heavy. It definitely wasn't like too much of anything, but it was just a real hit to your nose, essentially.
Sad.
Yeah, like that Christmas cake analogy comes to mind, but it's not a full Christmas cake because it's not so cakey. It's kind of like the fruit before it's been put into the cake.
Yeah, so syrup, like almost a syrup from a potential tin fruit or something.
Yeah.
So
This
like
is
a lovely young cask, but I think it has a really great potential. That the flavors are already quite round, not so sharp and sound, considering it's a young cask.
To me, I got burnt orange again, very initially, and I was thinking maybe it was that kind of marmalade on burnt toast potentially, so it was that kind of sweetness, but that kind of something singed a wee bit, I guess. And then I thought it got a lot sweeter and fruitier after that initial note, or towards the end, sorry. But in between that, I got spices, cloves, cardamom I put down, pepper as well. So similar to yourself, Carl. So yeah, I think it's a cracking whiskey already. Right, so now we'll move on to adding a wee bit of water now, and seeing how this whiskey opens up. Wow, that's some nose, I think, in my opinion.
Initially, I definitely feel like it's mellowed. That youthfulness that I got the first time around, that seems to be disappeared. I'm almost getting, the fruit's obviously still there, but they have mellowed out, definitely. Those sort of singy notes that you talked about with the burnt toast and things, they seem to have become sweeter opposed to sharp.
You know when you get an old-fashioned in a cocktail bar, and then you've got the little orange rind, they put it on there, they then burn the orange, and then they present that to you first. That's what it smelled like.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting way more orange now that the water's in there. And just a little bit of smoke as well. So what Stuart says about the burnt oranges really, really comes through. And I'm just thinking with the cloves and the burnt orange and the little bit of smoke, it makes me think of those oranges that you stuff with cloves at Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought of. I put, that's what I kind of thought of, like cloves with orange, like sometimes I make my own mulled wine from a recipe online, and it's stuffed orange with cloves, and you're putting the cinnamon in, and you're putting all that in, and just that kind of really Christmassy kind of sweetness.
We all clearly just want Christmas to come. Or I do anyway.
Right, we will taste with water now.
I pick up the really weird but yummy note and palate, which
what
I
does,
did a bit of
what-
pizza crust with a bit of tomato puree left. All the crust, and then there's a bit of tomato sauce left. And when I have a bite of it, I kind of felt that at the end. And but at the end, it kind of finishes peachy, fruity note. So it was weird but yummy experience.
At risk of sounding like it's all about what it looks like in the bottle, it does look incredible. It's such a beautiful color, like a nice rich pink color. Looks gorgeous in the sunlight, and the whiskey's really yummy. It's a nice, easy drinking, Christmassy kind of whiskey.